Pick invite. With the Protoss, you could recall. You could do, like, if I knew what race he is, I'd be able to do some type of some dirty. But we'll try it. We'll try it again real quick. We got the Chrono Boost. The Chrono Boost SC workers. So we're gonna make on a pylon. We're gonna finish. We're gonna make a gas. Now we're gonna go get. Now we're gonna send it off. Now that we did that, we're gonna cancel. Get a few gases. We're gonna Chrono Boost. That way we can maximize the worker count over there. But then, you know, that's this probe right here. You see this probe? This probe is that probe that's right there. The new generation. This is a recall rush. Oh, it's a Zerg. You get me? Ah, I fucked up.
탐사는 공격받고 있습니다. 탐사는 공격받고 있습니다. 탐사는 공격받고 있습니다.
나아담 아툼 엔타로테스나 울라스 아다리 아르타이소리 내 목숨을 라이오에 아다리 하루 날아라. 안타리스를 위하여 우리는 하나다. 은가로 태서가 나단 아픔.
기지가 공격받고 있습니다.
첫 번째 차소는 굴하지 않으리라. 전투가 기다린다. 델람의 영광을.
Go Adepts real quick.
첫 번째 차소는 굴하지 않으리라. 델람의 영광. 원하는 말한 첫 번째 차소는 굴하지 않으리라. 명령. 우리가 전진할 곳은 나자칼 미나. 우리의 정신은 하나다. 기사단이 전진하노라.
연구 완료.
델람의 영광을 이루었습니다. 전투가 기다린다. 호자나.
수정탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
전투가 기다린다. 이루어지리라. 나자카 미나. 적과 마주쳤다. 명령을 내려라.
관광백가로
우리가 전진할 때 앞으로 자랑스럽게 섬기리. 우리의 정신을 하나로. 누구도 우리를 막지 못하리라. 아이언을 되찾으리라. 원하는 바를 말하라. 보자나.
광맥이 고갈되었습니다.
앞으로 영광을 향해. 믿음 앞에 두려움은 없다. 말하시오, 집행관. 기사단이 전투가 기다린다. 우리의 정신은 하나다. 이루어지리라. 나자칼 미나. 우리의 정신은 하나다. 누구도 우릴 막지 못해.
광맥이 고갈되었습니다.
이루어지리라. 보자나. 앞으로 명령을 내려라. 아이언. 하시오, 집행관.
반드시 복수하리라. 위상 수정 충전.
기지가 공격받고 있습니다.
현재 최대
차원의 시
광맥이 고갈되었습니다.
빛을 내뿜어라.
예언자
광맥이 고갈되었습니다.
이쿠다. 사기나그 아활. 척도와 개시.
Here, transfer my workers. Let's go attack top left, and then we'll go to his base. Because he has a base at the bottom.
차원의 시 준비 완료. 예언자는 보고 있다. 시작하자. 운명의 실이
There he goes.
모습을 드러낸다. 운명과 마주쳤다. 엔라운드 예언자는 보고 있다. 별
적과 마주쳤다.
기지가 공격받고 있습니다.
우리는 해석한다. 이 징조는 미래가 궁금한가? 나 죽타이 조화롭게 우리의 운명은 하나다. 운명의 시를 따라 차원의 시 준비 완료. 알았다. 어떤 걸 때를 적이 우리를 발견했다. 운명은 결정 시작. 운명의 실이 모습을 엔나르딘 미래가 이 징계연자는 보고 있다. 운명의 실 모습을 드러낸다. 이 징조는 차원의 실 준비 완료. 별들이 일렬로 늘어서리. 엔나르 어떤 걸 보고 싶니? 이 때를 놓쳐선 안 된다. 예언자는 보고 있다. 시작하자. 우리의 운명은 하나다. 우리는 운명과 마주쳤다. 어떤 걸 보고 싶니? 나 때를 놓쳐선 안 된다. 차원의 시 준비 완료. 시작하자. 운명은 결정. 운명의 실이 이 징조는 예언자는 보고 있다. 운명의 실이 엔나르딘 라자가 미래가 궁금한가? 알았다. 운명의 어떤 걸 엔나르딘 라자가 별들이 이 때를 놓쳐 어떤 걸 시작하자. 나 때를 놓쳐서 미래가 궁금한가? 차원의 실 준비 완료. 우리의 예언자는 보고 있다. 미래 때를 놓쳐서 안 된다. 시작하자. 조화롭게 어떤 걸 보고 있다. 운명의 실 모습을 드러낸다. 이 징조는 미래가 시작. 적이 우리를 발견했다. 차원의 시 준비 완료. 예언자는 보고 있다. 어떤 걸 보고 운명의 실이 모습을 드러낸다. 때를 놓쳐선 안 된다. 운명의 실이 모습을 드러낸다. 운명은 결정된다. 운명의 실을 따라 이 징조는 어떤 걸
수정탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 공격받고 있습니다.
Got him.
미래가 궁금한가? 이 징조는
Oh, we couldn't even do that.
광맥이 고갈되었습니다.
Disco night. No GG?
시작하자. 때를 놓쳐선 안 된다. 미래가 운명의 실.
So we went for a worker rush. We cancel to get some resources. We make it after the pylon so we get enough resources to be able to afford a decent amount of probes. And we use the 2 chrono boost, which gives us enough workers to kind of get somewhere. If you don't do that, then you're going to have less workers, less income, less potential. So I hit over here so that I hit him over here so that he can be distracted if he could get distracted. So I separate him. So he's gonna look. You see how he's looking over here? Sometimes that'll be enough time to nibble, but he looked back. So it was a good opportunity. He canceled to get some resources for the Lings. I came back over here. I sent the 2 probes so that these Lings could chase them, so I have more time at home. And at the same time, so I can get this probe inside to go take out that weak drone, because there's a weak drone in there. So I got him. It's alright though. It's one less drone. He went for a link speed, really early link speed, so he was on the move already. You don't want to send too many workers to nibble on the links because they'll just be pulling back and you won't have resources. So you want to be very conscious about how many you send. Probes aren't that dangerous as long as your micro and your units switching up fresher probes. You don't want to keep sending all your workers, so. See, he's gonna try to harass and force you, but I have a cannon now. But not only that, the reason why I'm having a cannon is for 2 things. One of them to defend my base. The other one to cannon rush the hatchery, because I already know that the game's a little messed up. His income's imbalanced right now, so he doesn't have a hatchery yet. So I put the probe right here for later, for a follow-up. And the game's wonky, so he's over there looking around, as he should. Check the corners. What he wouldn't expect is a cannon rush, because he just got probe rushed, you know? It's like, this Protoss is definitely in survival mode. It's like, no, I'm on attack mode. So right here, he's trying to distract me while he takes an expansion. I'm just calling his bluff, sending 2 zealots so that he can be distracted with the zealots. He can't punish me. So we go from a probe rush to a cannon rush to a zealot rush. Try to get that queen, but it's okay. We're eliminating lings, and less lings means less chances of this being broken. So that's one thing. Oh, that overlord. Just barely. He messed up. He tried to use the broodlings to his favor, but he choked out right here in this part. I put my probe right here on purpose so that the lings can't surround. So that's just positioning. And then now I have a battery shield in between to keep these protected, because I already saw that he wanted to at least be aggressive towards it. So meanwhile, I'm going Adepts, because with the Adepts, he's going to go Lings for a little while. I could just get to places. Okay, so I'm going in with the Adepts. Here we got the battery shield to protect the pylon, because they like to break the pylons. So I'm healing the pylons right now. And in the meantime, we got Adepts trying to break the third. Now I felt like he wanted to surround me soon, so I did the shade. And that's going to let me know if he is kind of getting ready to just pounce on me. So I gave myself some time. Like, okay, he does have a decent amount of lings. So went for one more. I healed up with the battery shields. I shade up to the third, but I go aggressive into the main base so he can pull back. The little fake out. Now, right here, I got caught with Hydras. I saw 2 Hydras coming from this side. You know what that tells me, right? That tells me that he has another base. Because those Hydras couldn't have come from anywhere else. Yeah, they would have maybe here, but I doubt it. That's at least not for me. So I like to have the benefit of the doubt that worst case scenario, he has that bottom base. With Zerg, I always think that way. I always think negative. I always think that they're everywhere. That way you can always scout everywhere and not worry about, you know, Zerg going too macro-y. Because the last thing you would want is to have him have a third and then you're over here thinking he's on one base. Even if you take this base, you don't want to drop your guard. You always want to assume that he's got another base, because Zergs always take bases all the time. If you take one out, they'll make 2. The objective is to kill the worker count or the worker mining, which is what we've been doing. We've been slowing down the drone counts, the drone count and the mining. And we're killing some drones right here. So with the Hydras, I switched over from Void Raids to Oracles. I was going to go Void Raids, at least 3 or 4 Void Raids, but with the Hydras, Oracles are better. So I'm going to go in right here to defend, so I can get my cannons up. And the beauty about this defense is that you could actually spend a lot of cannon resources here to defend your natural, because it's all minerals. And you don't really need minerals that much when you're going into Oracle play. You're going to need gas. And because you need gas, it's okay to spend your minerals, because you're going to be floating while you're trying to get enough gas to keep getting enough Oracles. So there's like a little balance. And I'm allowed the mineral count expenditures because of the gas, because I'm playing this. So it's a nice little income balance. So right here, he lost a couple Hydras with the overcharge. I don't think he should have contested it at all. He's feeling brave. And so right here, I see him coming over here to take out this area. I was gonna send the Void Raid over here so I hit over here with the Void Raid, and the Hydras move up the ramp, because the Void Raid's gonna be annoying. And then with the Oracles, come over here and attack. You get me? Like a strategic attack. You annoy him in the early game. Now you send the decoy over to the top. He moves up the top, and you go over here. But in this case right now, he's going for my natural, so I figured I could set it up anyways. But I saw this hatchery, so I was like, okay, well, this is good too. I can keep him off his, you know, keep him out of this direction. So as he's going over here to go with the void raids, right? I come over here, take out his drones. Now, I just showed my cards, so I know that he doesn't have spores because he would have had one right here already, right? Because he doesn't have one right here, there's a high chance he doesn't have one also in the main. And even if oracles are really good against spores, in my numbers. So what I do is I hold position so that I don't get aggroed into the hydras, and then I move some of them over here, hold position, and as I do that, they're hitting this one, and then these guys are just nailing the drones. You pull them back. They're really good at killing fast. So now that we're slowing them down, we lost a couple oracles, but we slowed them down in the drone count. You know, we might have not killed his bases, but his drones are wiped a bit, and that means that it gives me time for me to get my 2 bases, get my gas going, get my oracles. Now when you go 2 base with oracles, you want to go with 3 stargates. Eventually you get to 5, but 3 is in the beginning. It allows you to kind of balance your gas to not have too many stargates where they're not lit up. You want to have them lit up most of the time, but 3 is a really good number of stargates. So right here I saw him with the drone. He saw me, so I knew he was gonna move over here, but then this Ling saw me, so now he saw me go this way, so now he knows he's over here. So I come in, I take out hydras because oracles are really good at hydra sniping. And then I saw the hydra count over here, and so I pull back, and I already assumed that there's not much hydras. This is where the stack is. He was expecting me to go into the main, so I killed that base, right? We don't go in. We need to save our energy. We need to regroup our energy, so we only take out what we could. And then we have this oracle over here to do some damage. You know, you see that? I'm distracting them here. I'm hitting them here. You know, you want to do that when you're going with the oracles or air, or, you know, in general, it's a really good way if you could apply it to your builds. So now I'm regrouping. I'm slowing them down. Alright, saw where the hydro count is. You scan them, you revelate them, and now you know where they're at. So if he moves out, look, you get out of distance and you just wait and see what his reaction is. Based on where he moves his hydras, you'll be able to identify how you want to attack. You could be like, he's over here, and then you go straight down to the bottom and then cut right in and go into the main, right? He has to go all the way over there, and then you'll be able to see him as well because you're revelated. So you always want to revelate when they get too close and kind of track. So I saw him leaving. I was like, oh, he's going to my base. Okay, so I'm gonna go take this out. Right, take that hatchery out, make a pylon with a couple battery shields so that, you know, I don't lose my pylons. And then I'm getting ready for a revelation battery overcharge. With these oracles, I'm going to do my best to just kind of hold. Now, you got a pretty bad trade, and I still have my oracles here. And he lost his base. And I come in for the final. GG. Got him.
Laurencio, you filthy sewer mermaid, Mr. Hanky, steaming piece of shit. I love you and hate you at the same time. Oh, you glorious game-breaking mother trucker.